and we are back with a bit of a thriller. It is almost identical. I swear it is almost identical.
Q, can you lower the lights for me, please?
Welcome back to the myCast podcast, the podcast that is your all access pass to the best casting conversations around with your myCast podcast castings, Nico and Yannick. We're back. It is week what?
I've lost track. It's week 4, episode 4. That's
Episode
what we're
4.
at. Episode 4,
episode
we
4.
are back, and we are back with a bit of a thriller.
Oh,
a bit of a thriller.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. We're here with a bit of a thriller. We wanted to talk about something that came to our attention, something involving a smooth criminal. That Michael Jackson fella. He is getting his own biopic.
Somebody boo this man.
I couldn't help it. The thriller one was good.
The thriller one was smooth.
Yeah, that one was smooth. The smooth criminal wasn't quite as
That one wasn't
smooth.
as good. The thriller
No.
one was good, though.
The thriller one was good.
If you haven't guessed it yet, we are thrilled.
We are thrilled.
We are thrilled to talk about Michael Jackson today.
Yeah.
Well, it's just called Michael,
Yep.
but I have not been this excited for a movie in a good bit. I think the last time I was this excited for a movie was probably Oppenheimer. The reason why I'm so excited about this movie is because I love the movies that tell a story about the big pop and rock stars from back in the day. Days where we obviously were not alive, and most people watching this weren't alive, and we kind of get to relive those moments as if we were there. Obviously, we get a little bit more background compared to what most people got. They just saw things in the headlines and the actual live performances. But I really wish, if I was able to go back in time, I would 100% just a little scratch, like bucket list, go to all the concerts of like the biggest stars from like the 60s to the 90s. Like,
Yeah.
give me the biggest stars, best performances, like I'm going to those. And that's why I'm so excited for this. And this is the only thing I care to talk about today. I don't care about anything else.
It's true.
I saw the trailer for this. I don't know how late I am. I don't remember when the trailer came out. But ever since I saw the trailer, I have not thought about anything other than this movie. I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, he's been wanting to talk about this since it came out. He was very excited to do this episode. So let's get into it. Let's get into the details. And this is, I'm also similarly excited for this because a lot of these movies are one kind of original stories. Like obviously the story has happened, and there are like other documentaries that have come about for, you know, Elvis and Elton John and all of these high-profile celebrities. But this one we are particularly excited for because of who has been cast to play Michael Jackson.
If you don't know, for whatever reason, who is playing Michael Jackson, it is a Jackson playing Jackson. Jaafar Jackson, who is the nephew of Michael Jackson, is playing his uncle. And obviously the older version. But I cannot describe how amazing he not only looks, but also sounds in the trailer. If you have not seen the trailer, I honestly would, if you have to, click off the video and watch that, but come right back. But it is unbelievable how alike he sounds to Michael Jackson. And I know that also he trained his voice so that he would sound more like Jackson, just like how Austin Butler did for Elvis Presley. But it is incredible. I am so excited.
Yeah, this is going to be, I suspect, a smash hit for audiences worldwide, not only because of who was cast. And normally, like, with this kind of segment, I would normally be like, hey, y'all should hop on myCast and vote who should be the best casting. Honestly, that's not necessary for this one.
You're not finding a better one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's the perfect casting.
You could argue maybe the other characters in the movies, or in the movie, but as far as I've seen, well, one, we haven't seen the movie yet, so it'll be easier to potentially recast people after the movie comes out. But as far as I've seen, the main thing I care about is who's playing Jackson. And you can't find anybody better.
Yeah.
You can't.
You have to have a Jackson to play a Jackson. Mm-hmm. And from what I've seen also in the trailer, I mean, even just his talking scenes. There's a scene in the trailer of him talking in the studio, and it is almost identical. I swear it is almost identical.
It is insane.
High-pitched, like reedy, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe reedy is not the right word. But it's the sound of Michael Jackson.
Q, can you lower the lights for me, please?
Okay, but remember, in here, keep those feet still, my man.
It's
perfect.
You know what's so weird about his voice? It almost sounds a little timid to me.
Yeah.
It sounds a little timid to me.
Word,
and
yeah.
then when he gets on stage, and you can see it in, obviously you'll see it in the movie, but in the trailer, there's a scene right before the name of the movie pops up where it's a close-up of his face and he's doing his iconic yell. Like, his stage presence for his regular timid talking voice, it makes no sense. Like, he transforms into the king of pop every time he gets on stage, and I am not only hopeful for this to become true, but I'm almost confident that they will be able to portray that in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a good run with these style movies in the past. With Rocket Man, that one was quite good. That like set the stage, and I need to go back and watch it and see what I really think of it now, because it's been a couple of years. But particularly with the Freddie Mercury version, Bohemian Rhapsody, I thought Rami Malek really hit the character well. And Austin Butler with Elvis really played that character well. I thought he carried through the persona of Elvis, and likewise with Rami Malek. They both carried their characters so well. Yeah. This one, I think, will top those ones.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Jackson, so obviously high stakes, high pressure, but he appears to have been trained very well to play this role, and obviously being a family member, he has, you know, the most knowledge readily accessible through his family members to really know what Jackson was like back in the day. So considering the repertoire of past films in this kind of genre of the biopic, it's a very high standard set, but I suspect this will go down flawlessly.
Yeah, I think so too. The other reason why I think this will also be very good is that this movie has been described to be a biopic, which, if you don't know what that is, a biopic basically is a biography story of a character or of a person, right? But it dramatizes their life for movies specifically, which, if you want a different example of a biopic, Hacksaw Ridge, which was an incredible movie, was also a biopic.
Yeah.
When I look at Hacksaw Ridge, which is probably, especially as far as military movies go, it's got to be my favorite. I guess Oppenheimer could be considered that, but it seems more to be about the science and about Oppenheimer himself compared to like actual like war scenarios. So as far as war movie goes, Hacksaw Ridge is my number one. And seeing as that is a biopic, I think this has the potential to become my favorite movie that is about an individual person, like a documentary style movie.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of movies that can be considered biopics that I'd never thought were biopics. I mean, Oppenheimer hadn't really yes, I know it's about Oppenheimer. It's in the name, but I never thought about the fact that, yeah, it is a biopic. And similarly with Hacksaw Ridge, I hadn't considered the fact, I actually love the story of that you told me literally before recording this, I did not know this, that they actually, normally with biopics, you emphasize certain things, you turn things up a notch, whereas with Hacksaw Ridge, certain details had to be brought down because they were too outrageous despite the fact that they were real.
They were movie unrealistic is the problem.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe it, but some of the stories that were told about that man are unbelievable. But Hacksaw Ridge is a topic for a different episode. We are going to go back to Michael and talk about more of movie details that is not specifically casting. One, for instance, when is it coming out? It is coming out next year, April 24th, 2026. I can't wait because that is less than half a year away.
Yeah. That's actually a scary thought. Yeah, 2025 has blown by.
2025 has
2026
blown by.
is coming fast, which is great because that's when we get to see Michael. And
Yep.
it's also a perfect birthday present for me because it's coming out like 3 days after my birthday. It's great.
Yep.
Could not be better.
I can't wait to watch that movie.
Yeah. That's going to be a great birthday present. Thank you to the directors who are making the film.
Talking about that, if you don't know who is not only producing but also directing the movie, the person producing the movie is the same person who produced Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yes. One of the other reasons we are setting this at a pretty high standard, but also because of the director. Now, I have to admit, the name of the director, Antoine Fuqua, I hope I didn't butcher that, it didn't initially ring a bell for me. I'm not that keen on all of the directors there are. I know the Christopher Nolans, Quentin Tarantino's, you name them.
Yeah.
Antoine Fuqua has not popped up on my radar, even though I've actually watched his movies without realizing it. Some of my favorites include Bullet Train, starring Brad Pitt
Great movie.
Aaron Taylor, something or another, the guy who was Quicksilver in the Marvel movies.
Yep.
Magnificent Seven, which had Chris Pratt in it.
Yep.
And I believe Jamie Foxx as well. Don't quote me on that.
I'm not sure. I don't think I've seen that movie.
It's a good movie. It's
I've heard
it's
it's
a
good.
really fun Western movie. It's great.
Yeah.
Highly recommend it to anybody who's not watched it. He's also done the Muhammad Ali biopic, which went down quite well, to my understanding.
Yep.
I haven't watched it, I must regrettably say. And then he's also done the Equalizer movies, which I know that you are a big fan of those movies.
I really do like those movies. Now, I will admit I haven't seen the third one, but the first two are really good.
Yeah. I have not yet watched them. I believe they're on Amazon Prime right now. I need to go watch those whenever I have the free time.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored.
But Bezos, if you want to, just send a couple mil this way. You know.
we wouldn't say no. But yeah, given the CV that he has, we expect this to be quite good. And also considering the other factors of the producer who has done Bohemian Rhapsody, and of course a Jackson playing Jackson.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah. We are very excited. We love some Michael Jackson some Michael Jackson music.
Yep, music.
We love a lot of old music generally, and Michael Jackson's up there. I mean, you can't not like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So yeah, I expect some incredible vocals.
I'm expecting great stage shots, specifically of his standstill moments, which is rare, but they add to his performances, where he does either the lean, the classic lean, or where he does like the quick hop and he's on his toes. Of course, obviously not being a standstill shot, but the moonwalk will be in there.
If there's not a moonwalk, it's not a Michael biopic.
It was in the trailer. We saw it in the trailer.
Yeah.
But I'm super excited.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have anything, if you for somehow manage to find a better casting for Michael Jackson, the old Michael Jackson, leave it in the comments. However, I doubt you will, because how would a Jackson playing Jackson not be perfect?
Yeah. I don't think it gets much better.
I don't think so either.
If you do find somebody that you think is better, be sure to write it in the comments below. We will judge it, criticize it, potentially agree if you've somehow found the right person.
But most likely, disagree.
Good luck.
Respectfully disagree.
Respectfully disagree. Good luck trying to find somebody who's better than a Jackson to play a Jackson. Not even to mention that Miles Teller is in the movie.
We did not mention that yet, but yes, Miles Teller's in the movie.
Known for his fantastic performance in Fantastic Four.
I always try to forget that. Maybe not. I don't remember his performance to be honest, but not only did he
It was
deliver...
overshadowed by the film itself.
all I can think about is the very ending of the movie where he says, where they make that stupid, cheesy Fantastic Four, but like in real conversation. Let's just forget that movie so that we can just think about what is ahead of us, which is Michael.
Yeah. We don't want to end this episode on a terrible thing like Fantastic Four.
He also was in Top Gun Maverick.
That is true. That's a good thing.
He was very good in that.
He was very good in that. And he appears to be quite a good character, hopefully, in the new upcoming Michael biopic.
Yep. I feel he always does a good job acting, regardless of us not seeing him that often. I always enjoy his performances, bar the Fantastic Four movie, because it sucks.
Yeah, with the exception of the Fantastic Four movie. Yeah. Miles Teller, great casting. The Jacksons.
Jafar Jackson.
Amazing
great
casting. I don't know all of the other players that will be in the film, all the other roles. So, if you would like to join us on myCast, you can join us there. It is the one-stop shop for all of your casting needs. You can join us and see what is going on in the movie industry, see who is being cast for what film, who could potentially be a better casting for a film, though I suspect Michael will not be on that list because having a Jackson playing a Jackson once again is the perfect thing. You cannot find a better casting than that.
Absolutely.
In the case of other movies, however, you can find better castings, and you can do that on myCast, where you can also find us and a bunch of other things pertaining to the movie industry.
Absolutely. Of course, get involved. And also, stay tuned. We are here every week. We are your myCast podcast castings, Nico and Yannick. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.